everyone. I am Christy Jaramillo, your speaker for this day. I am from Bachelor of Science in Office Administration 1B Department, and I would like to share with you my Sona speech. Today's generation, it's so hard for us to get a stable jobs, even if you are a college degree holder. If I were given a chance to be a president in our country, I would rather implement or make a platform that in this generation, fresh graduates must be employed without work experience. Because I have many thoughts of my head about this platform of mine, and there are so many possible questions or problems that I need to be answered by doing this Sona speech. So let's begin. And the first problem, what is the purpose of studying if we can't get a job easily? For second statement, why we should hire fresh graduates? And lastly, why should fresh graduates be given a jobs even without experience? What do you think they can contribute to the work that they will be working on? All of this question was running in my mind right now. So I will prove to you all why we need to implement this kind of platform. So, let's go back to the first problem that I need to be solved by answering this question of mine. The first statement, what is the purpose of studying if we can't get a job easily? Well, that's my main point. Some company wants an applicant who has already an experience, where in fact, the very reason why an applicant apply for a work is for his or her to gain experience. And what is the purpose of getting a higher grades or diploma in school if you can't get a job easily? As a parents, teachers, and neighbors promise to us that study hard to get a better job someday. But what will happen now? Why is it they only prioritize those applicants that have experience? In fact, the fresh graduates are always willing to be trained just to have a stable jobs, and they are also craving for a better life or future. So in this case, we need to give chance to those fresh graduates that are willing to be hired in a company. But I have one reason also to solve or clarify this problem. We don't study just for the sake of getting a job or to be employed, though it's one of the millions of reasons why we study. Studying is also for the sake of ourselves. It molds us as a human being. It teaches morality, for us to be not belittled with others. It's for us to be not grow ignorant, irrational, and etc. As a person, we study to learn. As a result, we feel empowered because it's our weapon to conquer the world. Studying is our training ground. It's equipped us to become prepared. It's where we are being shaped, nurtured, and developed as a person whom we want to become in the future. The second statement of problem is why we should hire fresh graduates. In my own opinion, most companies go for experienced hires for the fact that the hire would have prior knowledge and probably would not need much training, and they are ready to add value and grow the business. Here are a few benefits of hiring graduates that may make your mind up. First, they are enthusiastic. Everyone is excited about starting their first job and will work their hardest in order to make a good impression. Graduates bring bonds of energy and enthusiasm to the workplace that you may not get from an employer later in their career and eager to get stuck in wherever they can. Studies have found that millennials have wanted to climb the career ladder much faster than previous generation, and therefore they will eager to please and contend with a bit of healthy competition in order to progress in their careers. Plus, they have just left academia, so they will be primed to learn even more in order to succeed. Second is creation of an innovative culture, because hiring employees of different attitudes and way of thinking to the workplace. Younger staff will have different experience of the world to their older colleague and an awareness of current cultural trends. Therefore, they will have the ability to look at things with a new outlook and contribute fresh ideas. Third is a chance to train and nurture talent because fresh graduates are much like blank papers. They open to learn new skills and gaining experience in different areas as it's their first experience in the professional world. They don't have any principal view and perspective about issues at work and they are unaware of what an ideal workplace culture should be like. They are not looking to fit into the present mold so they can be mended at the right time to meet organizational needs and job role consideration. Lastly, no job experience doesn't mean no experience at all because in the current space, does volunteering consider as experience? Does working part-time during school consider experience? For me, yes, it's a kind of experience that we encountered. What I noticed is that many companies nowadays account for volunteer, a work as a gauge to see if the student has leadership, qualities, planning, and etc. The third statement of problem is why should fresh graduates be given a jobs even if without experience? What do you think they can contribute to the work that they will be working on? I think fresh graduates should be hired without having experience because they are more flexible and adaptive to learn new things compared to the old worker. Fresh graduates should be given a chance to work on their specific profession even though they don't have any job experience. Fresh graduates still have an OJT before they can proceed to their graduation. So even though they don't have any job experience, their OJT can be considered as one of their experience to their chosen profession. Fresh graduates can provide a perspective wherein help the company identify problems that current occurring. More experienced worker might not notice. An example to that is when your company happens to include younger generations. Hiring a fresh graduates will gain you first-hand knowledge. This will help your company to understand about what is trained and how to grab their attention. They can contribute in terms of their learning and knowledge from their OJT and 4 years in hardships and sleepless nights in college. I think in that way they can apply in a working field. This is my own opinion for implementing the platform of fresh graduates must be employed without work experience. I hope you are listening and getting some knowledge of what I've been talking about, especially the 3 statement of problems. To summarize it all, I want to establish this kind of platform because we are all humans. We need to have a stable jobs for us to finance ourselves. Especially now, we are facing a crisis due to pandemic. So why not let's make some changes in our country for us to be grow as an individuals. Again, this is Christy Jaramillo, your future president soon. Thank you for listening and have a great day ahead.